All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1039. It is good to be here, back again. Electricity? What? Sorry, guys, we had to not have a session on Thursday. They cut the power off in our area to help prevent those wildfires you guys seen, happening. If you're not in the Southern California area, I'm sure you all know about it by now. So we live in a rural area, and they quite frequently, sometimes when they have to, cut the power in windy conditions. And 2 weeks in a row, we had to get that done. But we're not going to get that done this week because we actually got rain. So it's a little wet out there. So a lot of that stuff has gone away. So good news. Good news. Still prayers for everybody going through it, though. A lot of destruction, a lot of things going on, a lot of people misplaced, displaced. And it's not over yet for a lot of people, but at least the winds are not here. So there's that. So thank God for that. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And that's what we're talking about. Talking about pass notices.
Yes.
It was a great weekend. We had a lot going on. We have kids in multiple sports. We got lots of things going on. Football season already started in our house, like football practices and all kinds of stuff. Never really goes away in this house. So, but we got two kids in that, and we got all kinds of stuff, art and choir. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. Like a lot of you are going through a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of busy schedule, a lot of stuff happening, and you got to make things happen. And you just got to prioritize. You got to set a schedule. You got to just have that happen. And we were talking to our son who's like, 16, and he's like, heading into going to college and thinking all this stuff. When we're showing him how to like use a planner, getting his stuff together, he's even interested in like setting up his first UTMA already. He's getting it together. It's pretty funny and pretty cool because he's like, yeah, he goes, when I get my NIL deal when I'm in college, I got to make sure I have my accounts in order. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with that vision. So we're really excited about that. But what was I gonna say? You guys, you got to just keep it consistent. You just got to keep it consistent. And there's some people that we met up with on what was it? Saturday? We met up with Saturday, United one. It was really good seeing all the great people over there and the United one and helping them out, getting their getting their study on, getting recommitted, if you will, getting it going. Shout out to United One. We have probably about 11, maybe 9. I don't know, 9 or 11 RVPs come out of there. All of them, including their main man, Manny,
Yes.
and his wife.
Yes.
Both of them, Masouds. They both got licensed through us and fully licensed. So that's home, right? So we are so happy to help all of the people that they have in their organization getting it done. And it was great to see all of some people that are just really trying to get that thing out there. And one of the things that I'm going to tell you right now is they went to an event, and then we were talking, and one of the things they were talking about is that they met with this guy, and he was letting them know. He goes, listen, what you're trying to do when you try to achieve something, a lot of times it's a commitment problem, right? It's not that you don't have the intelligence. It's not that you guys don't have what it takes to get licensed. They didn't say that. I'm saying this. It's not that you guys all don't have what it takes to get licensed. It's that you guys don't study, or you guys aren't seeing it, or when you're going through all this stuff. The problem is really most of you, this is what the real problem for most of you is, and this is what this guy said, and it applies to this. Y'all have a weekend problem. That's what you have, is a weekend problem. And I added to it, and I'm saying, yeah, we see that with our students, because a lot of you, and I know some of you are still employees and you're still working, and some of you are doing this full time, they're in the financial business, whether it's you're a life insurance person trying to break into the investment side of it, or maybe you're a banker going into the investment side of it, however you came to us. And a lot of times, look, guys, we have this 9 to 5 routine. We have this 9 to 5 Monday through Friday ritual that we've been programmed since, grade school to follow. Since we were what, 5, most of us, right? Or earlier. Monday through Friday, we go somewhere for 8 hours. We clock out, whether it's school or, your job. And then after that, it's free time. Then we go to bed, wake up, do it again 5 days a week. Weekends, we have off. It's time to party, right? There's like songs written about it, right? Working towards the weekend. If you're old like me, then you know that song, right? Working towards the weekend, you know what's up. I mean, I'm sure there's like another, well, I don't know, there's some other songs you guys probably know that are all written about the weekends here, and it's time to just let it go, right? We have no responsibilities almost, right? That's the time we either, we have fun, or we connect with the family, or we go out and do things. What are we doing on Friday night? What are we doing on Saturday night? Like, these are things that we have just culturally adopted in our American society. That's what we do, right? We do things on Friday and Saturday, and if they're unsavory, we make sure we get to church on Sunday, and then we do it all over again on Monday. You shake your head, but it's the truth.
I know it's the truth.
We all ask for forgiveness on Sunday. Some of us with a hangover, sadly, but that's the way it is. I'm just being honest, right? And we grow out of some of that, right? So as we get older, we so much don't have the regret on Sunday, but we still do the same routine. We do our thing on Friday night, starting Friday night all the way into Sunday. Monday we reconnect. A lot of you guys, this doesn't apply to when you're trying to get these licenses. When you're studying and stuff, guys, this is not regular school. This isn't like elementary school. This ain't junior high. This ain't high school. This ain't even college. Y'all, this is for your benefit. This is for your upgrade. This is for you to level up. This is for you to build a business potentially. This is for you to get a raise at your job if that's what you guys are trying to do. So why are you slacking off on doing something that could potentially put another ATM in your house? That's just the way I saw it. That's the way Brandy saw it. When Brandy went through this, it literally, from the minute she entered the business to the moment she was fully licensed, was 6 months. That was it. Done. When the next year she went financial advisor, the following year she went with her Series 7. It was just like another level up every time. And it was always with and then, like, her and I have always had the same mentality, always, when it comes to like when it came to like our money, and when it came to investing, and when it came into investing in ourselves, more importantly, and leveling up. Guys, this right here is a business write-off. When you're studying, this stuff is a business write-off. This is for your business. And then, like, Brandy would ask me, should we spend X amount of money on this or that for, when she was going through the studying and all this stuff. And I said, Brandy, if you were a mechanic, like, I used to build cars for like 20 something years. Like, I'm a metal fabricator by trade. I was like, I built cars. I was like, I always had a huge toolbox, and I still do. And I spent easily $20,000 to $30,000 the first 2 years on just my tools, so I can do my job, so I can get paid. That's just most professions. If you're in a business for yourself, or you work for yourself, or a profession where you have to have your tools, whether it's a mechanic, or whether, I don't know, a professional glass blower, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing, chiropractor, right? They still got to have a bed to put people on and crack their backs, right? You can't just have someone just walk into your house and say, yo, I ain't got the table yet. You're just going to have to get on my kitchen table. Most people are not going to get up on your kitchen table to get their back adjusted. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, that's weird, and I'm out, right? That's not how that's going to happen. So you have to invest in your profession. You have to put the time in and be that professional. You have to perfect, and you have to be that. You have to perfect what your trade is, right? You have to put all into your trade, because I was listening to Deion Sanders today. Mm-hmm. He's quite the media guy. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, man, he goes, I knew I was going to be good. And when I got into the NFL or whatever, he goes, the only thing I thought about, to be honest, is like, I'm never going to be broke again. He's all, but the other thing I thought about, he goes, to be honest, he goes, it wasn't the money part. It was just being great at something. He goes, because I learned a long time ago. And he goes, and as most people know, and if you don't know, this is important. If you're great at something, if you're doing something, be great at it. If you're great at something, money follows. If you're great at something, money follows. It's not a problem. Because what does everybody always want to have in their life? Somebody who's great at something and they're willing to pay or be with or have that time exchange with that person who is great at something. I don't play freaking basketball. But if I had a chance to meet up with Kobe Bryant back in the day, I would have. If I had a chance to be around somebody and pay to be around them, I would want to know that mentality, right? Why? Because he's great at it. I'll pick somebody who's alive, right? If somebody was to offer me the time with anybody who's great at their field, whether it is an investment or trades, or if it's in, business or anything. And you see people going to seminars all the time. They're always going to seminars and investing and going to stuff and listening to, podcasts or audios. And you want to hear that because they're great at it. Money follows, guys. Money follows. Just for them to be in an event, they get paid to do that. Now, I'm not saying that's for you, but there is something to say about being great in your field. And if you're going to be great, the first step is you have to be licensed in this stuff. You have to be licensed to be an investment. So step one is get your licenses. What's more important at that point? Is it going to the movies? Is it going to a fancy restaurant or dinner? Or do you strap down and say, look, I'm going to put whatever I got. When Brandy was getting licensed, guys, there were ramen nights. I ain't going to lie. All money was going into this. There was ramen nights. I was whipping up stuff. I don't even know how I whipped it up from stuff in the cabinet. Some of y'all know what I mean. When you ain't got money, you figure out gourmet meals out of nothing. When you got Kraft single cheeses and some pasta in there, we eating good tonight. I'm gonna make some crazy ass mac and cheese that nobody ever had. Like, you come up with some stuff, you know what I mean? But you know what? That was it. That's what we were doing. That's where we were going, and we knew it, and everything went in there. If it was going to rob the goal, then it wasn't worth it. If it was going to go down the toilet in 3 hours because we decided to go spend more money on going out, then it wasn't worth it. If it was like to go out to the movies instead of just staying home and just looking at, I mean, our kids were like, dude, do we have to see the same DVDs again? Yeah, bro, because those are already bought. That's how that's working. The movies are closed for you. I'm just glad they were little, because I was like, they don't let 3-year-olds in tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry. 5-year-olds aren't allowed to go to the movie theater tonight. Like, I don't care. I lie all the time to them. But you know what? They didn't know. They don't. What do they care? They were happy we were just at home and we were doing our thing. Sacrifices have to be made. You got to perfect it. You got to spend time on it, and you got to prioritize it. And look, and if you feel bad, like you ain't keeping up with people because they're going out and they're doing this and they're going on vacation and they're all the blah, 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 and they're living that Instagram photo life and you're not, your time will come. Don't be paying attention to distractions. Don't let it get in your head. Don't let it get in your head. Your time will come. Your time will come. There is nothing bad going to happen by you putting your head down, focusing, and doing what you got to do for a moment, for a season. You got a whole life to really work it all out. But for a season, to grind it out, especially if you're young, I got some young students who were like 18 years old and got fully licensed. One of our youngest students, bro, her and her husband got licensed with us when they were 18 and 19 years old. They're 25 years old. They have a suite. They have like a penthouse suite in San Diego that they live out of with their son. They got two or three different cars. They live in they both make like $500,000 a year now at 25, looking to retire by 30. They didn't go out when they were 18 or 19. I know what they were doing. They were grinding. They were not having the best time. But you know what? They made it happen. And if you're older and you're like, well, dang, my time has passed. No, I got more responsibility for it. That kind of thinking is going to hold you back. That kind of thing is going to hold you back. I don't care if you're 50. I don't care if you're in your 60s. I don't care if you're in your 40s. I don't care. The time to do it is now. The time to do it is now. As long as you have life and you can stand up, the time is now. Our oldest pastor was 84 years old. So unless you're over the age of 84, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about your being too old to learn. No, what your being is too negative to learn. You got to stop that. And let's make it happen. So tonight we got a lot going on. I want to get right to it. I'm going to go past the commercial really fast. But guys, thank you for being on. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. You decided to commit. We had a lot of people talking. We were talking to a lot of people this weekend. And look, it was great. Because I was talking, I was like, I got to say something about this on the brew. And it was building up since last Thursday. So course videos, live exam sessions, all member sessions, small group tutoring, one-on-one tutoring, got all that available in our paid. This is our free books for sale. We got the SIE, the 6 and 63. We got something for the 26. We got the 65 in the final stages. It's working it out, guys. Kona community. We got it on Discord. You can meet up with us. And by the way, if you direct message me there and we're not like friends yet on there, it takes a minute for me to get that message because I'll bring that up why that is in just a second. But message us over there directly. It doesn't matter, and we'll get back to you. Brandy is not as quick as she used to be because she's really on the edge of getting this 65 done. So like all effort and concentration. And do you know how hard it is for an ADHD person to pay attention that long? It's a lot. 951-290-3077. That's our phone number. Give me a call, give me a text, or we also have an email, KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. You can reach out to me and I'll help you out with what I can. All right. If you're not following us on the Instagram, I wish you would, and I'll tell you in a minute. But right now, let's talk about what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, we've got the Series 6. We got the Kona Study Hall. We got small group tutoring. All that stuff is on Zoom. Make sure to look in your email if you're on Patreon and you're a member. Look for that access to those sessions. All things are happening tomorrow. Wednesday, we are not having live sessions. It is our one day of the month that we take off to go to doctors, and do all that stuff because doctors don't care about your live Zooms in the morning. They still have appointments only available, at those times in the morning, afternoon. I've tried.
They're like, and?
Yeah, they're like, whatever.
I have to work at this time.
So we'll see you on Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'm like, okay, I guess that's how it's going to be. All right. So we got that going on Wednesday, but we'll have that schedule out. But tomorrow, all things are happening. What's that? Kona, we got audios on Spotify. Got that all happening. Sorry. Go back up. What's the number again? Phone number is 951-290-3077. There you go. It's also, if you scan that QR code, the contact information is in there as well, because it'll have everything related to Kona. All right, you ready?
Yes.
If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you would, because then when they give me a picture and they let me know, guess what, Brandy? I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. Congratulations. I want to say congratulations. She's on right now as well. Congratulations to Carla Mendoza for passing the SIE. If you're on live, give her a shout. Carla, we are so dang proud of you. Look, I'm very excited of the fact she passed the SIE. Don't get me wrong, but this was not the first time she's ever taken this exam. I don't know how many times she could put it in the chat, but she took it a lot.
Yeah.
Perseverance.
I want to say 6.
6 times she said it. Yeah, 6 times. Perseverance. Not 6 times with us, but 6 times in general before she got to us. Yeah. Perseverance. Perseverance. Guys, if you know you want something, you'll do whatever it takes, and it doesn't matter how many times you fail.
That's true.
I put this thing on my Instagram about it. David Goggins was, he said the F word a lot, but so he's like, I failed, I succeeded. That's pretty much it. I could go on and on about this, but Carla actually wrote out her whole experience. So I'm going to go ahead and read that because she put everything. I don't need to add anything to it. So this is what she said. I have struggled for a long time to try to pass the SIE. I've done plenty of different programs out there to help pass this exam. And when I would go take the exam, the questions did not register. I felt like I hadn't studied at all or that I studied the wrong exam. Yo, that's legit, right?
Mhm.
Then this past convention, a brother in the business told me about Kona. And to be honest, I was hesitant. I was like, man, I don't know if I even want to try again. Then he sent me a video of Brandy. She said, have you ever walked into the testing center and felt like you didn't even study or you didn't know anything you studied on the test? And she goes, and I was like, hold on, that is me. Dude, we say it because it's true.
It is.
It's the facts. It happened to Brandy. It happens to a lot of people. So I started watching the free videos I followed on TikTok and then fell in love with the way she was teaching. So I subscribed to the Kona way. Then after one of the study sessions, I took a 10-question quiz and got 100. Not because I memorized the questions and answers, but because I used the test taking techniques. I was never able to pass like that. And from then on, I continued to practice the techniques and I felt so confident with zero doubt. Not so much that I knew the content, but because you gave me techniques to use when I didn't know the content or was unsure. I could still find the right answer. And that made all of the difference. I'm so grateful to you guys for the system, but also for the community. I know I'm not very active, but just knowing you guys are there along with the motivational messages is a game changer. You gave me hope that I can do you gave me hope that I can do it when or I could do it when for a minute I thought I just wasn't cut out for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're very welcome. Carla, you literally are the reason why we created this. You're
Absolutely.
exactly the reason why we decided to do this because that's what it was for Brandy. It wasn't that she didn't know the information. It wasn't that she didn't study. It was the fact that there was no way to connect in the tests, right? I could speak about it, but you go ahead.
No, I mean, it's absolutely right. And I've said this before. It's like, especially on my 26, I knew that content. It's pretty straightforward. Just don't lie, cheat, steal, right? That's pretty much the 26. And I was scoring good in my quizzes, and then I'd show up to the exam and I failed it 3 times. There had to have been something wrong, right? There was obviously something wrong with me. I remember crying, yes, literal tears, crying when I was studying for my series 6, my original series 6. I mean, went through everything, everything that you guys can think of. I went through it too. And just to see when Carla posted her 100% on the Discord, she posted it in the SIE channel. Like first of all, that made me cry.
Yeah, she went like this. This is Brandy. This is because this is how Brandy talks to me. She goes, dude. That's what she did.
Well, did you see what Carla posted? And then to get the pass, it just I'm so proud of you, Carla, for one, not giving up, but like just being open, just being open to learn our way of doing it, which is the different way that most people need.
Yeah, I mean, that's number one. Thank you for being open. I mean, when you take something 6 times and you've done all the rest and you haven't got to the best, I'm just saying it takes a lot out of you. And you're just like, you know what? I don't know if I have it in me. And you did. And you were susceptible to it and you were open to it and you stuck to it. And you were like, I'm just gonna listen to this crazy blonde lady and do what she did. And you did it and you got it. And I'm so excited and I'm just so honored to help you get this thing done. When I say me, I meant Brandy, on getting this thing done. And we're on to the 6. We're on to the 6. Let's get this thing done. Wow. And also, I don't have a picture for her yet. But also this is where I was talking about on Discord. Shortly after Carla messaged me, I got another one, Matt Brandy. We got another one to add to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got a pass her. Congratulations to Anna K. I will have you more information on her, but congratulations on passing the Series 65. And hopefully she gets back to me tomorrow and gives me all that info and you guys get to hear all about that. But we had a Series 65 passer as well. Woo! Financial advising rep, right?
Yes. Yes.
Usually I'm on, did I say it right? I know usually I have another one. Yeah, 65. Let's go. All right. Well, you heard about the pass notices. You heard about me talking about, getting into a routine. You heard about, leveling up and all this stuff. And you heard about getting on them techniques. This is a free version of what we do on Mondays and Fridays. Monday, everybody look in your email box for this replay that Brandy did today. She did something that you need to do, which is learn how to study. She talked about notes and how to really effectively go through those quizzes and how to make your notes. And that way you can up your scores. But tonight we are going to focus on something else we always talk about. And we did this on Friday. We talk about on Monday, and it is the key words. Y'all, it's not just about studying the content and knowing how everything works. Just like Carla said, like, I don't know the content as much as you think. It's just the fact that I can actually now see where the answers are. I can see where I need to pick A. I need to see where I can pick the answer. As to before, I was like totally lost. You can see the key words. And that's what we're going to focus on tonight, keywords. So tonight, as Brandy put in there, no securities vocabulary needed. Y'all focus on securities vocabulary way too much. You focus on how understanding how the question and answer are going together and how does that work in the securities world and all this stuff. Guys, that is a great way to get lost. It's a great way to slow you down. It's a great way to frustrate you. Look, what we're going to show you tonight is a nice way to look for the key words that can help you get an answer correct. And when it comes to tests, the main objective is what? Pass. Y'all don't have to say it all at once. Pass. Pass. That's all I need to do. So when you're taking a quiz, I wish y'all would write on your scrap paper, I just need to pass. I just need to pass. If I get the right answer and I don't know how, that's okay. I'll learn how, but right now it's okay as long as you get the pass. So tonight we're going to work on looking for keywords, our observational skills. We're going to look for opposites. We're going to look for similars. We're going to look for, sometimes some of these answers look like they just vibe wrong. You know what I mean? Like they just look like that is just a stupid answer. You need to mark that. You need to go like that just looks wrong. That just looks dumb. That looks like great. I don't know why it is, but if I was putting together a legal paper, that probably would be on there. Sometimes that is just the vibe of it. You don't even know why, right? If you got two answers that start the same, put that on there and recognize that. If one's opposite of each other, one goes up, one goes down, take a note of that. One has a number in it, take a note of that. One has an and in the answer. Look, none of the things I said right now has anything to do with securities. We're just looking for keywords, phrases, any kind of pattern, anything. We're looking for that. Put it in the chat. Let us know. And then we're going to go through the question. And even if you know what the answer is, I want you to restrain yourself. I want you to look for the key word and the phrase in the question. Guys, none of these Q banks are like the real exam. So stop answering them like they are. Start learning how to take them apart so that way you can get it on questions that are nothing like this, but your observational skills are sharp. You know how to win on any playing field. All right, let's do it. All right, D, currencies. C, equities. B, derivative products. A, life insurance. Can I say life insurance is insurance?
It is.
Money. I see money.
Oh, money.
Yeah, currency. Currencies has to do with is it fair to say like currencies can be foreign and domestic?
I mean,
But when usually when we hear the currency thing, it's because it's foreign.
yeah, we only have one currency in our country.
Right.
So any other currency would be foreign.
Well, we'll see what Donald J. Trump has to say about that. We might have two in a minute. All right.
Look it. Can I just say this? It doesn't matter the person in that role. It's just more I'm thinking along the lines of studying and how much changes that will have to be made to
yes
material.
But right now there's only one currency. So that's a perfect example of don't go too deep in the real world and stay within the studying. Right now there's only one currency, and usually when currencies come up, it's usually having to do with money in other countries.
But here's what I'm saying. So here's what I'm looking in the chat. A lot of people are seeing that D is different.
Yes, but I'm saying A is different too.
It's different. Guys, life insurance is not a security.
It has nothing to do with money.
You can trade currencies, you can trade equities, and you can trade derivative products, but can you trade life insurance?
No.
Trade this.
I'm going to trade my warranty on my refrigerator against your warranty on your refrigerator. Does that make sense at all? No.
Trade,
Like that,
I'm
don't
gonna
you?
trade my warranties in the secondary market.
Yeah, no. Assets offered and traded in the securities markets can include all of the following except.
Can I be honest with you guys? The question.
No. I
I
know you didn't because life insurance is one of those ones that has that vibe like that's not has anything to do with money.
like I didn't even know what the question was about. I thought it was what can be in an IRA, or what all of the following could be in an IRA except.
Right. So the keyword was accept, obviously. And we pointed it out before we looked at the question. It's life insurance.
Yeah.
D, a principal of a firm who does not deal directly with the public. C, a registered representative in training. B, a non-registered person who handles and distributes incoming mail. A non-registered person who answers phone calls and takes messages. I'm guessing this has to do with something with registration
Okay.
or fingerprinting.
How would you even? Where how
How would I get there from that?
yeah.
I
I need to write my own questions.
mean, to me, it's obvious, right?
Okay, which one does or does not get fingerprinted?
Ooh, I got a message from Anna K. Sorry, focusing. Which one doesn't you need to get get fingerprinted?
Yes.
I would say the person who handles phone calls and takes messages. We don't really need to have that person fingerprinted.
Like after 10,000. I mean 10,000.
After
100.
1,039
1,000.
episodes that I learned. Yeah. Hello. Hello. This is H&L Securities. Who are you calling? Brandy. All right, please hold. Do I need to be fingerprinted for that? Oh, she's not here. She's at lunch.
No.
I don't need to be fingerprinted for that.
As long as you're registered, you can earn money on securities products, like a second agent type of thing, or
Right.
or a shared commission. I think that's what it's called everywhere else. Shared.
There you go. All right, 50% of the annual contribution limit. C, 10% of the amount that should have been taken. B, 10% of the annual contribution limit. A, 25% of the amount short of what should have been taken. 50, 10, 10, 25. B and C are 10. Yes.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
D seems like a lot.
That is a lot.
If you have a contract for something for you give up 50%, that seems like a lot.
You know what?
It's like, why am I even going to work today?
We could also approach it like this: 10 and 10 are low, 50 is high, and this one's in the middle.
Yeah.
Like
If
this
I was
is like
porridge, I would almost do 25%.
Yeah. Let's go like this. Let's look at the question because you guys need it for the question. You
Okay.
guys need to see the question.
What is the penalty for not taking the required minimum distribution RMD for the year? Yeah, I would say 10, 10 is way too low. 50% is too much. 25 seems right. And I don't even know the contribution.
So why are we talking about contributions when we're talking about distributions? Does that
Good
make
point.
sense? Right?
Yeah, I just say contribution.
Right. And the other part of this, just real quick, is the amount that should have been taken or the amount that of short of what should have been taken. You're gonna get penalized on what you don't take out.
Right.
That is why it's and it's the middle number.
And I just picked 25% because as I said, I just reasoned it out. 50% seems ridiculous. 10, 10, give me a break. If 10% was all that you're getting penalized, most people wouldn't even care.
That is very true. And fun fact, up until 2024, it was 50% of the amount not taken. Isn't that crazy?
That's a lot.
Yes, they lowered it.
Yeah. Thank goodness. D, if it often targets thinly traded stocks. C, it involves artificial price influence. B, it is unethical and illegal. A, it is allowed if done to correct prices. So we have three that seem really wrong. I don't know about D, but it seems like it'd be weird targeting a thinly. I don't even know what that means.
So you don't like the word target.
Yeah, I don't like the word target. Whenever you say I'm targeting something, it
Okay.
just seems
I'm down with that
artificial price influence obviously seems bad.
because it's artificial.
It's artificial.
Okay.
Yeah. If I need to know the real deal here.
Okay. Let's look at the question.
Which statement is false regarding market manipulation?
Sorry. Circling.
I'm gonna say A.
Because the word manipulate.
Yeah.
You guys can never manipulate.
No. It's
Something is
never
right.
allowed.
It's bad.
So A is not it. It's not allowed. When can it ever be allowed? Never.
Never. You can't manipulate.
Never. Can't ever manipulate.
The heck. And if you guys think that
What?
I was just gonna say manipulation is never.
No.
But what if I manipulate to get what I want?
No, it's not good. D, a director on the board of the directors, BOD, owning 2% of the outstanding shares. C, an officer of the corporation owning less than 1% of the outstanding shares. B, the corporation CFO owning 1% of the outstanding shares. A, an unofficial, oh, sorry, A, an unaffiliated shareholder owning 8% of the outstanding shares. Keyword unaffiliated.
I was gonna say, in the essence of time, I'm gonna say I didn't even look at the numbers
A is the answer.
because these are all
They're all affiliated.
B, C, and D. They're all affiliated. A is unaffiliated. Straight up says it. Plus, we are looking at what is.
And it's an accept. The unaffiliated.
That makes sense.
Guys, I just picked the fact that it was unaffiliated. If you were caught up in anything else, you're not looking at keywords. And that's the whole point of tonight.
And I want to say, guys, it took me. This is the longest question. This one. It took me 5 minutes to pull these questions.
Okay, 750, 250, 22, 500, and a 4,550. As we always do, C is the least. B is the most. A is the third. D is 750.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Okay. This ain't bad. Your customer recently purchased 3 put contracts on First Mate Coffee Inc. stock. The strike price is $75 and the premium was $250. He later executed the contract. How much did he pay for the 3 contracts?
What are the questions? The words in the question.
What are the keywords? What are the words? I feel like we have to put $75.
Nope.
No.
Because what's the actual question?
How much did he pay for the 3 contracts?
Wait, do you pay the strike or do you pay a premium if you're buying a contract?
You pay the premium.
Okay, how many contracts did I buy?
3.
So 4,000 is crazy amount.
Yes.
22,000 is a crazy amount.
Yes.
It's obviously not 250 because I have 3 of them.
750 is just right. That's it.
That's it, guys. That's it. That is that easy. That easy because you were mathing. You were mathing way too hard. For all of you who did not put anything in the chat, I guarantee you were mathing too hard. All you had to do was look at the question. How much did I pay? How many contracts? And then the premium. I think we all know, right? We all know that premium is how much we pay for a contract, right? Like I'm not crazy in that, assuming that we didn't even have to know it was an option. We didn't have to know it was a put. We didn't have to know any of that. Just had to focus on what we were paying and for how many. So that's when we say one of the major things that people get questions wrong on is they weren't listening to the question. And that was definitely something that I wanted to show here. So I hope you all enjoyed this edition of the Kona Catchphrase while Andy's finishing up typing.
Yeah, Anna just got back to me. Series 65 passer. Congratulations again. And also congratulations to Carla. Hopefully she stays on afterwards, but congratulations to Carla on passing the SIE perseverance. Gets it done every time. and you heard what she said. Knowing or having a way to get to the answer when you didn't know a dang thing was on the screen. What's going on? And look, if you feel that way, if you've been studying and then you go take the exam and you literally want to say, hey, do you even have the right exam on the screen right now? If you ever had that feeling, you're in the right spot. Learn these keywords, learn the techniques. Guys, it'll help you out a lot. You're not alone in that. These exams are made to make you feel that way. That is exactly the assignment in which they're given. Make them feel disorientated and as if they haven't studied. It's a fact. So when you learn this stuff, the way we do it, it'll help you out a lot and it'll help you get a pass notice. Stay consistent, stay positive, and just make it happen. Let's get this week done. Tomorrow, we got all kinds of great stuff for the members. Make sure to be there. Check your schedule, check your email. We'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. But nothing can happen if you guys don't stay safe out there. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice the Kona catchphrases in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.